The fasten seatbelt sign is on. We've got some market turbulence. Let's take a look on the weekend update.
Okay, let's talk market turbulence. Here's what you need to know. First up, here's the market the same way we've always been looking at it. The red line here is the S&P 500. Purple line that you see here is the 200-day moving average. And you can see that we've had a very strong, almost pullback-free vertical ascent since our testing phase in last October. And that's been great. It's been positive, but I think it's coming to an end. And clearly, as you can see, we're down a little bit from our highs, but this is going to be, I think, probably the biggest test of this rally since it started in October. And here's why. Let's talk about yesterday for a second. So yesterday was an interesting day in the market. It looked like we were going to have one sort of day in the market, then something happened, and then we got a completely different sort of experience out of the market. So what happened? Well, non-voting member, but still important, Fed member Neel Kashkari came out and said, hey, if we continue to see inflation moving sideways, then that would make me question whether we needed to do those rate cuts at all. And from the moment he said that, it's almost perfect on the chart. That started sort of like vertical programmatic selling, almost completely negative, all the way through into the end of the session. Now, when you see this much selling and it only goes in one direction and it's so significant, a tremendous amount of volume as we're going down, that's computers. There's no real person that's making a decision one way or another, but this is important because it gives us some data. Clearly, the computers, the selling programs that are out there, are very sensitive to the possibility of rate hikes, very sensitive to the possibility of no rate cuts this year. So it was interesting. We got a little bit of a tester there. But what is Neel Kashkari talking about anyway? Well, that's that secondary inflation wave. If you look here, I'm showing you CPI. The blue line that you can see here, this is the real actual CPI as it's happened. We've gone from 6.41 in December of 22 to 3.17 in February of 24. Pretty great. That's really good disinflation. However, this gold line that you see here, that's a projection of CPI going forward if the median of CPI comes in at what it's been since the Fed started hiking. What this means is if what we get in the future is what we got in the past, then the inflation rate is going to start to tick higher to almost 4% by September of 2024. And so this is what Neel Kashkari is seeing, and this is what I've been talking about that second inflationary wave. Yes, prices have come down a tremendous amount. We got a tremendous amount of disinflation, but there are inflationary forces. There's inflationary pressure that's starting to build up, and we're starting to detect it. Unsurprisingly, the 10-year Treasury, the bond market has figured this out. So if you look at 10-year Treasury rates, this is just year to date, but we tested 4.35 once, twice, 3 times, and then now we're finally through and we've got a breakout here. And so interest rates may start moving higher. This is going to affect things in the economy like mortgage rates, auto loan rates, all sorts of things. And so I'm not surprised that we're getting a little bit of turbulence here. I would expect it. Remember, we came in with all these expectations. We thought that inflation was going to be under control. Might not be. We thought we were going to get 6 rate cuts. We might not even get 1. We thought interest rates were going to go down. They might be going up. And we thought that corporate earnings were going to hold together. They may not as well. We don't have any data about that yet, but I'll be very interested at next quarter's earnings season. What does this all mean? It means we're going to get a little bit of turbulence. It's totally fine. It's normal. But I think we're probably going to go through the biggest testing phase of this rally since October. And I think it's pretty close. So we'll see. We got CPI next week. We'll follow that in the news review. Enjoy your weekend. Okay, friends, that was the video. Hope you liked it. If you found it informative, good, entertaining, I'd love if you could scroll down here beneath the video and give me a like there. It helps us out with the algorithm. And then if you want to be notified first of anything new that we upload to the channel, if you come over here, click subscribe, you'll be the first to know as soon as we upload anything. Appreciate it. See you soon.